Hi there, welcome to another session with the academic Nitin. Today, let's start with IGCSE chemistry. As you can see the syllabus here, we are going to start with topic 1, which is the particular nature of matter. There's only one subdivision, which is 1.1, and today we are going to cover with the three types of matter and also the changes of states. So, what is matter? Matter is anything that occupies space. Can you imagine something which does not occupy space or volume? No, you can't imagine anything that does not occupy space or volume in Earth. Yeah, everything is made up of matter. That's the conclusion of this activity. And there are three types of matter: solids, liquids, and gases. So first, let's start with solids. Solids are tightly packed as they have very high intermolecular forces. They vibrate in a fixed position, which you can see here in the image, and it has a fixed mass and a volume. So next, let's move on to liquids. Liquids are loosely packed as they have less intermolecular force than solids. They generally slide over each other and they have fixed mass but occupies the volume of the container which they are filled in. Gases. Gases have zero intermolecular forces. They move in a random or a Brownian motion, which I'll be explaining in the further tutorials, and it has no fixed mass and it generally expands to occupy the volume of the container. Liquids and gases are collectively known as fluids. Fluids can move like they have no fixed position, they can move all around. The difference between these liquids and gases are gases expand to occupy the volume, but liquids can't do it. So now let's look into changes of state. First one is melting. Melting is when a solid changes to a liquid. Generally, the kinetic energy increases when a solid moves to a liquid or changes to a liquid, and the intermolecular force decreases. This leads to further increasing of the velocity in which it moves, and also the space between the molecules increase. So the next one is called as the evaporation of boiling. It is when an object moves from a liquid state to a gaseous state. Yeah, the kinetic energy further increases and the intermolecular force becomes almost zero, so that the molecules move in a greater velocity, and also the space between particles further increase very much. So sublimation is a process when a solid directly changes to a gas without passing through the liquid state. An example for the sublimation are your dry ice. And next one is desublimation, when a gas changes to a solid without undergoing the liquid state. It is generally the opposite of your sublimation. And next one is freezing. It is generally the opposite of melting. It moves from a liquid state to a solid state when the kinetic energy decreases and the intermolecular force increase. And yeah, next is condensation, when a gas changes to a liquid. Further, the same thing. The kinetic energy decreases and the intermolecular force increases. The particles move more closer with a less velocity. And we are done.